Do you think it's possible to pick just 10 perfumes from the collection that consists out of 300 perfumes plus? I'm asking you, do you think it's possible? Because my answer would be no. But I personally tried and came up with this top 13 list of my most favorite perfumes from the entire collection that I'll be telling you everything about them. And if you want to find out everything about those ultimate 2020 favorites from Tommelise, well then just keep on watching. Hello everyone, thank you so much for tuning into this video, and as you've probably noticed, I have more space here. That's actually because I moved the couch because my grandma flew to Ukraine, and last week I was so stressed out, partly because of the family circumstances, so I had no time to post regularly, but today I'm back with a fun video because I wanted to create something cool for you to watch and for me to film, and so I came up with top 13 my ultimate favorite perfumes from the entire collection. And I've already filmed a similar video to this one that was called Top 10 Niche Fragrances for Life, and I've watched it today and was like, oh my god, so much has changed since then. I have to do an update. So that's what we'll talk about in this video. And by the way, I want to mention that I won't be reviewing all of these 13 perfumes, otherwise we'd be here forever. But I can already tell this video is going to be very long, so definitely grab yourself something enjoyable to watch it. And keep in mind that more helpful information regarding these perfumes you'll find down below in the description box, because I've already reviewed the majority of them. But in case you have any questions left, go ahead and ask me anything you want, and I would love to know which perfumes build the core of your perfume collection. And if you want to know about mine, well then just keep on watching. I've already said that. Never mind, let's begin. And the first fragrance is gonna be Sandal and Peony by the German indie house SP PERFUMES. And I've already featured it in the video about most favorite perfume of June 2020, and I haven't stopped wearing it since then, and that's impressive. It's probably my most worn fragrance of 2020, which is very, very impressive that I am still not bored with it, because normally I get really bored with fragrances super fast. Let me know if you're like that too. But I always want to have a little bit of this perfect pink floral vanilla powder on me, because it is seriously my new signature scent. I'm obsessed with it, and since Powder and Dust came out, and that is actually my collaboration with SP PERFUME. It is another powder bomb, although these two are very different. In my opinion, Sven Pritzkleit is very comfortable with powdery floral notes. I haven't fallen in love with any of his newest fragrances until Sandal and Peony came up. And you know, in that video that I referred to previously, I mentioned that Powder and Dust is my ultimate favorite. I created this perfume, I love it, I don't want to talk about it a lot. It smells powdery with beautiful fruitiness of a pear, with mimosa, with delicious things. It is very special perfume fragrance, but since then I have worn it so much that at this point I love to enjoy it on others, like Benny or my mom or even my hairdresser. And you know, when we released it, we had no idea that it will win an award for the best artisan perfume in 2019, so that's pretty cool. But I have a new favorite from Sven. It's my signature scent. It's just perfect. I will put a little bit more on me, right like that. Oh, I am in heaven. Yeah, it doesn't matter where I go, I always have a little bit of Sandal and Peony on me, but this next fragrance is my brand new discovery, and it is from the Canadian indie house called Malik Perfumes. And I'll soon do a top list of my favorite fragrances from him, because I wanna spotlight his house, because he really deserves more attention. That's why I'm super happy that one of his perfumes I love so much that I'll feature in this video, and it is called Mushin Kyoto Incense. And it is inspired by one of Matthew's, who is the nose and the owner of this house, favorite Japanese cities, Kyoto, in which monks burnt incense every day as part of their ceremony, and that is actually the city of temples. So in here we have Japanese incense, we have oud, osmanthus, orris butter, and woods. And I won't lie, this was love at first sniff for me. And you know what? I just love powdery and boozy perfumes, so you can expect a lot of powdery booze in this video, because even the previous fragrance, oh my god, it's too pretty, it's too beautiful. I have no words to describe it. It's the best thing ever. Boozy osmanthus, and then this perfectly refined oud, and the noblest incense that doesn't smell like church, and orris butter, it's heaven. And it goes really well with sandal and peony, because even in that one we have a bit of booziness. So this, my dear friends, this is otherworldly, long-lasting. To Benny it smells truly niche, which is a huge compliment. And I just want to tell you, if you trust me and if you want that absolutely non plus ultra mind-blowing perfume, that is it. It is creative, but at the same time very likable. Okay, I am very chatty, I know, but I love these perfumes. When I'm excited, I am extra talky. And this next perfume won't be a long stop for us, because I've already mentioned my favorite vanilla perfume 1,000 times on my channel, and that is... who is distracted by that? Even I am. Vanille Fatale by Tom Ford. Seriously, best vanilla ever. I finally invested into a full-size bottle, but before that I always used to spray it on my coat when I was in the store, and I could smell it for days. And I'm so happy that I have this vanilla that indeed smells fatale in my collection, because it's that perfect boozy powdery vanilla that smells of woody field. It's very grounding, it's very sexy, it's exotic, it smells so good. Like, it smells like sweet vanillic alcohol on the leathery, suede woods. Phenomenal. Love this vanilla. I mean, like, who doesn't? Let me know if you're a fan of it too. Oh, this next fragrance I received from my boyfriend as the birthday gift, and I have to be honest with you, it's another powdery perfume, but it's fresh, almost like marine powder, called Le Chant de Camargue by L'Artisan Parfumeur, and special note in there is rice powder that I'm obsessed with, and it smells actually powdery but also abstractly floral, so you can't really define flowers in there. Sandalwood in there makes it super creamy. You know, it's kind of like similar to sandal and peony, although that one is sweeter, it is more vanillic, it is boozy, and this one smells like clean skin with rice powder, and there's almost like a marine twist, but since I don't like marine aquatic perfumes, I have none of them in this video, but I'm glad that in there we have something that creates that vibe, because all of these fragrances are very different, but there is something that connects them. And by the way, let me know by the end of this video if you can describe my style, and not just boozy, powdery, I don't know what else. Try to be creative. And yeah, this is a super creative perfume that I love to wear in the morning, when I go to bed, anytime. I mean, it's just like my perfect skin but better fragrance, and I'm really glad that Benny gifted it to me. Okay, at this point I'll be cheating a little bit, because I wanted to mention my favorite clean musky fragrances, because I love them and I have a lot of them, and I couldn't really decide between these two because they are from my most favorite brands and I have so many favorite perfumes from them. So here I have The Now by Sarah Horowitz Parfums, and I actually mention it as the one that rolls all the other fragrances last year, and I still stand by that opinion, because it is that perfect cleansing scent that smells musky, refreshing. It's just amazing, versatile, and I do love and wear it very often. But then I have this gorgeous fragrance, Gakkou Hanami by DSH Perfumes, that has note of Japanese alcohol, sake, and crisp flowers like sakura and neroli, some yuzu for the refreshment, and that was the first perfume that I fell in love with, DSH. So I've been dreaming for it a long time. I got it, and now I wanted to mention it in this video because it's my perfect fresh essential, but then I also love my clean mask, so they are very similar and I couldn't really decide between them, so I'm just throwing in there both options. Ooh, this next fragrance is a true masterpiece in my personal opinion. It's very hard to describe it. It's very, very unusual, and everybody whom I showed it to loved it. We even fight for Anemone by Blackbird with my mom and Benny, but I always win because I don't want to let anyone else to wear it. It belongs to me, and it is hard to describe it because it smells like smoked plum, because there is tobacco and plum, but then there is also honey and labdanum, which I adore in perfumes. You'll see more perfumes that feature honey in this video, but then there is ambergris that makes it a little bit dirty, and lotus for the freshness, and so it's very polarizing. It's kind of like you're under the sea, but then you're like in cafe smoking and eating desserts. It's so good and sexy and just fun and creative, and I love scents like that. I want to be wowed and impressed, and this perfume, every time I wear it, I'm like, oh, this is unique. This is like nothing else out there. So I'll put a little bit on myself and you will enjoy it. And you guys, if you love creative perfumes and you want something likable, you want that people will fight with you for it or ask you what are you wearing, it's Anemone. It creates that effect every single time. Okay, here comes another cheater, and I wanted to mention some citrusy perfumes in this video, right? We have some freshness, something sweet, something powdery, something vanillic, blah blah blah. Now citruses. I don't really like them. I'm picky with them, and I have almost like a perfect citrusy perfume for me in my collection, which is by Sarah Horace Perfumes. It is called Perfect Nectar, and it smells like you're on vacation, you're showering yourself. There is almost like that marine twist, but it smells very fruity and tart, citrusy too. And then she has another fragrance that is very similar to it, but with additional intoxicating, hypnotizing, tropical floralcy. So I can't really pick between her Perfect Nectar and Perfect Bliss. I still gravitate towards Perfect Nectar. I don't even know why I'm mentioning both. It's Perfect Nectar. It's my perfect, fruity, refreshing, tart citrus that has that wake me up effect. You know, Yana loves animalic perfumes. Yana loves skanky perfumes, and I will mention the dirtiest fragrance I own in my collection, which is, if you don't know what that is, then here it goes. Dodo by Zoologist. I mean, do you know it? Do you find it smells like uncleaned birds' cages? Because it creates that impression to me, but I don't mind it because I love scents like that. I love skanky perfumes. I don't mind them. I adore them, and this skankiness grows and grows on you. There is ambergris, there is kind of like black musk accord. There are fruits, strangely enough, some greens, moss, and all of that. It's like you're flying somewhere in a skanky heaven, and I mean, I love it, love it. It's perfect skanky animalic perfume for me. Definitely an ultimate favorite. I mean, like, if there are strange people like me who love skanky animalic perfumes, let me know that I'm not alone. High five. Although I do like skanky and strange perfumes very much, I also love something elegant and classy. My taste is so, like, I like variety. And so I want to mention a Perfect Rose perfume for me, which smells slightly vintage, and that's great because I wanted to mention vintage but modern fragrance in this video, and that is what Rose New by Le Parfums de Rosine does to me. So you guys, it opens up with a clean, crisp aldehydic scent, and then it transforms into powdery rose with a great dose of suede. And it reminds me of one of my most favorite perfumes, Love by Chloe, which is such a shame discontinued, and it is very close to that. So if you're looking for a similar perfume to Love by Chloe, oh my god, don't look further. Here it is. Perfect, classy, elegant rose. Perfection, that's for it is in this video. Alright, something new. I discovered something that just didn't let me not fall in love with it is Isotta by CANTO by Paolo and Tiziana Terenzi. First, this bottle. Love it! Second of all, this scent. Oh my goodness. Opens up with eucalyptus and tea, then clean, grassy, fresh flowers, particularly not gardenia, what am I talking about? Geranium. They overtake, and then leather. You know, it has one of my most favorite notes, tea, and one of my least favorite notes, leather. And strangely enough, this is perfectly leathery and fresh. I don't really have a lot of fresh leathery perfumes, and I love it because it creates feeling that you're drinking aromatic green non-sweet tea somewhere in a beautiful fresh room on the leather chair or couch. So love Isotta, very powerful, very confident, smells truly niche and expensive. It's delicious, delicious. I don't know why it's delicious. It is actually about green tea, eucalyptus, leather and geranium, but something about it makes my heart beat faster, and when I'm wowed, it's right in my top favorites. Alright, this perfume I've mentioned a lot of times on my channel, even in the video about perfume masterpieces, and it's Oh My Soul by 4000 Harnesses to Use This. That smells like group hug. And no surprise, I will mention it in this video again. Boozy, yes. Honey, yes. Ton of great notes, yes, yes, yes. Plus, it reminds me of being in a very comfortable setting with my best friend. I have my favorite scarf on, scented with my favorite perfume, and we are chatting, we are laughing, we are having the greatest time of our lives. That is exactly how it smells. Very round, very beautiful. I can't describe it. Such masterpieces are not created every day, so to have such a hit fragrance in the collection is a huge achievement, and it's still a favorite, and I still talk about it, and I still recommend you guys to check it out in case you love warm, deep, very satisfying, close to the heart perfumes. So remember, I wanted to have lots of different perfumes in this list, okay? And so I love gourmands. I'm picky with them, but I love them. It's not like with citruses, I'm picky with them and I don't really like them very much. No, I love gourmand perfumes. I love sweet stuff, but it should be sweet in the right way. And I wanted to mention something like that in this video, and I wanted to mention something with the violets. And I have such a fragrance that is truly foodie, gourmand, sweet and violety. And that is a Violet Chocolatier by Paul Kyler, which features honey. Surprise! Remember, I've told you that you'll hear about honey fragrances in this video? That's one of them. But there is also chocolate, violet, some hazelnut, dry fruits, and delicate floralcy. And since it is one of the most playful perfumes in my entire collection that I love to wear with my boyfriend, and when we go out, I just want, wow, that went straight into my nose. I wanna move and I wanna be like, you know, so mysterious when I'm with him, and I want everyone to be just mesmerized by my scent. That is what I get with this perfume. I love it. It's one of my newer favorites, discovered this year, as the majority of these perfumes. Well, some of them have been around for a while in my collection, but yeah, it's so good. Violetty, powdery, chocolatey, smells like desserts, and make me feel super delicious. And finally, I wanted to have a super extravagant Bababoo fragrance in this list, and one of the funniest, coolest, and strangest perfumes I own is a Jungle Jezebel by Sarah Baker Perfumes. And this, my friends, first scared me and later made me fall in love with it. Because when you spray it on, it's like banana bubblegum, and then tropical flowers, and then rooty vetiver and skanky civet. And believe it or not, I love it. In my opinion, it's a masterpiece. It's fun, it's never the same, it changes, and yeah, I mean, like, it's wow, it's mind-blowing, it's crazy, it's strange, and at the same time, it's one of the most creating perfumes I've ever smelled, so it's surely in my top favorites. Plus, it is super long-lasting, and I love it for special occasions. And that completed this video about my perfume essentials of 2020. Let me know if you want to see similar videos to this. I noticed that you love my top list, and I would love to know which of these mentioned perfumes sounded most interesting to you, and anything else you want to let me know. With all that being said, please like this video if you had fun watching it and learned something new for yourself. Of course, subscribe to my channel if you're new here. Don't forget to follow me on my social media. I'd love to chat with you over there. And on that note, thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to stay tuned, smell good, and we'll see each other next one really soon. Bye guys! Honestly, that violet chocolate here, now I have a feeling I smell of it from the inside, which is great, right? Because it's just mostly about sweets. Alright, sorry, pardon me, I forgot about one of my most favorite perfumes, Slow Dance by Byredo. How could I? I mean, like, how could I forget about it? This perfect patchouli boost. Love patchouli, love booziness. This is freakingly amazing cocktail-like fragrance that smells very teasing. The most teasing perfume in my collection. Every time I have it on, I'm like, damn it, I want to drink you, I want to become you, I want to have you in me. Perfect, perfect boost. Love it. There is almost like something fruity in there too, like rotten fruits or dated fruity scent, like not fresh fruitiness, like something very like a little bit jammy, yeah, jammy and tart and like love it, love. I just don't know, love it. It's sure, like how could I forget about you?